Hey guys, how's it going? This is St. Lone Star here, and I'm new to Star Citizen for the past 4 days, and I've learned some stuff the hard way, and I thought I'd help you guys out and learning how not to do what I did. The big thing right now is we're going to go into our hangar and we're going to look at our ship. I think that's where I screwed up. The biggest is in fooling around with components and learning what's what the hard way. So let's get loaded in here and we'll check it out. Guys, so this is us getting into the hangar. This is where you can fool around with your ship, take a look at it. You can't fly out of the hangar just yet. I hear that's coming. But this is just a little tutorial about how the hangar works and what you can do in the hangar. I got this hangar when I bought my F7C Hornet. I believe this is the company's like promo hangar. If you want to go over here, this is how you can go in and out of flying out of the different multiplayer matches and things like that. But this is the big thing I wanted to show you guys, and it's how to change stuff in and out of your ship. So this is your little custom table, and every hangar it looks different, but you're going to find this and you're going to press F. That's your use key. So you get this cool little screen right here. You got stuff across the top, stuff across the side, stuff across the left side. Obviously you're going to want to pick your ship that you want. You left click and drag it in here, and there it is. You can right click and kind of move it around and look, and yay, there it is, right? Cool. So you want to change some weapons. You got to go up to this little bar up here, left click and pull it over. Weapons. Cool, right? First things first, you see these little things back here? They're countermeasure launchers. Do not take those off. If you take them off, when you go over to ammo, you will not be able to select the ammo that would go in there, like chaffs and flares. It's bugged. Even though that the components on there, it doesn't load the ammo automatically. At least that's in my experience and quite a few people's experience on the forums. But let's go back to weapons. So like right now we're just going to take everything off. Not taking off the countermeasures. Make sure I got this gimbal mount off. Okay, I do. So this is pretty much the raw weapons side, except for those countermeasures. Don't want to drop those off, right? So these are all different things, and when you hover over them, it will tell you that you can fit a size 1 to 3 component. See in here, you can fit a 2 to 5 for the Hornet. This is where you can either put the ball turret, the size 4 weapon turret, or you can put the cargo turret, and I prefer to put the weapons ball turret. So we're gonna slide that bad boy in there, and there it is. And if you look at the top, there's 2 size 2 weapon slots. Another cool thing, you have these little gimbal, which lets you rotate a weapon, but it's a size 1. If you have a size 3, or this is a size 3 gimbal, if you put that on the size 3 weapon slot, you can now put a size 2 weapon on there. So let's find a size 2 weapon. I'm partial to the Badgers right here, and you can put that on, and what that lets you do, it lets the weapon move, and so wherever your mouse is looking, the weapon is looking. So let's go up and do that to the other side of my ship. We're going to set that guy right there, and if you float around enough in the little ball, you can find that it's on there. Let's go back to the Badger. Left click, slide the Badger on there. And that's the other thing too, don't slide it over the gimbal mount, because it'll throw the gimbal mount on, and then you'll just have fixed weapons. Now from our Hornet 2, it has this cool little feature, the N4 160F turret. What that does is it turns that size 3 into 2 size 1s, which I like. So we're going to throw that on there. Check that out. Size 1, right? So we'll go find a size 1. I like these Omniskis. They are pretty brutal. They do overheat kind of fast, but I do like they wear down shields pretty good. And for the top, size 2, I like the mass drivers, plus I want to show you guys how to load ammo, so we're going to put the mass drivers on the top. If you can land a hit, dude, it freaking hurts. And then right here, it says size 1 through 3. I've never actually tried to put a size 1. It doesn't work. When it's a size 3, it's for rockets. For the Hornet, it's the quad rockets. So you're going to scroll until you find the quad rocket rack, and you're going to slide those on there. Check. Let's put the originals on there. There we go. Awesome. So all the weapon slots are full. I guess you don't have to do that, but I would do it just, I mean, you want max effect on target. So, I mean, I think we've got enough guns here to definitely wreck some ships. So we're going to go up to the top. Now we got to put ammo into those rockets and into those mass drivers. So we're going to left click and slide over to ammo. So at first, all you see is your rockets. I have my rockets for my Aurora, and I have rockets for the quad rocket pods. If you left click and scroll up, more ammo starts to appear. This takes, for the mass drivers, you can hover over it, it's an 80mm rail, it's an 80mm rail, and there's 60 round boxes. Click it, they can hold 2 apiece. It doesn't tell you that, but if you slide back over enough times, the ball will disappear. And that means that weapon is full on capacity. I guess if you want your ship to weigh less, and if that affects speed, maybe you can throw less ammo, more speed, less weight. I don't think that really applies right now. Flip under here and you have your rockets. Now they're quad. There are 4. It says ordnance slot 1. Can I go to the right? It's really, really touchy. So the best thing I can say to you is put that thing over one of the balls and load it. And you keep loading it until it is full. Should be 1 left. So I have 4 Marksman 1 missiles on that quad pod, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now there are no spheres left for ammo to be in. This ship is ready to rock and roll with its weapons. Good thing to do is kind of circle through, look at your power plant. It'll be in the back here. Make sure that you have the largest plant for your ship to put out as much power as you want. If you're trying to be stealthy, you want to get that EM signature low, so you're going to have to sacrifice a little power, but you can lower your EM signature, be a little bit harder to find. It's up to you, but your repeaters or any laser weapons, anything that doesn't have ordnance attached to it, they'll bleed off power faster. We go over to shields. You can check that shield out. You can look at that one. Thrusters and coolers, and I have the max coolers to keep those repeaters and those Omniski 3s cooled off as much as we can. Once that's all done, hit F. What I like to do is I run over to my ship. Just want to make sure everything takes. So you can see that gimbal mount here with the size 2 weapon. That's how you know that it's no longer fixed. Same thing over here. Make sure those mass drivers are on top. They are. And the Omniskis are on the front. Perfect. Then the best thing I can say, after you do anything, before you go jump in the sandbox, or you go into any multiplayer matches, go over and get into electronic access into Freeflight mode and make sure everything is where you want it to be, because there's nothing worse to get in the fight and realize all your weapons are screwed up. So you're going to go to Arena Commander. I go to Drone Sim. We want to go to Freeflight, Broken Moon's fine, and launch. And let's check out to make sure that those weapons are good to go. Oh, it kicked me. That's fine. Go to Electronic Access. Drone Sim. Freeflight and launch. And just make sure that those weapons are ready to go. Okay, so right now we're in free flight mode. We're going to look over here on the left hand side. We see our Badger repeaters, we see the 2 Omniskis, and we see our mass drivers. Down here too on 5 and 6, we see that we have 4 heat-seeking rockets. Those are the Marksman 1s. You can hit F2, and this is how it's going to default load out. Oh. Hit the home key to interact with your HUD. And this is how you're going to be able to tell, you know, what's what. I like my lasers as 1s. On my left click, on number 2 is your right click. I like that to be the mass drivers. That way, once that guy gets close and he starts to fly right past me, I can jack him with the mass drivers, and I usually destroy him on spot. But that's kind of what I like to do. It's a little buggy, so hit home. You can kind of see the 2 lasers in the bottom, the 2 lasers on the side, and the mass drivers up on top. We're good to go, and you are ready to go fly. And you can go ahead and X out of this, go to the hangar, you can exit to the menu. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and subscribe and like the video if you like it. I hope you found it helpful. Thanks.